Greetings from the Mushroom Kingdom. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what the Mushroom Kingdom is all about in a little while, but first I just want to talk about my channel, and I just want to thank all the people that have supported me. I love to get all your comments, and I love just that feeling of support and community that this channel's really given me. And I've talked before about how I really miss the album as a thing. You know, there was a time when you'd come home with your record, and you would have saved up for it, and you would spend a lot of time listening to it and getting to love it and to know it, and to sometimes you wouldn't like all of it at first, and you would grow on you. And you know, Spotify in particular has killed that for musicians, and it's made it a lot harder for musicians to make a living. So on the negative side. On the positive side, for me, I find this channel a very honest way for me to share my creative process, which is always to have sat and just played for an hour or so, and to work with whatever ideas are going around my head, and I've always done that. And you know, a week later I'll still be playing with those ideas, and maybe they will change, and maybe they'll be unrecognizable, maybe they'll be very close, and you can hear a sort of an evolution of those ideas. And for me, there is a kind of reality about that that's a little bit different from going, okay, this is the final thing, this is how it should be, and anything that's not like this, you know, is inaccurate. So I kind of like that. It does mean, you know, it's warts and all, there's mistakes, there's imperfections, but there is also an honesty of, there's just me and my guitar and whatever's kind of going on. And life-wise, there's been a few hard times recently. There's been a few difficult things come up in my life, including losing some work, which I've also seen as a kind of an opportunity, and that opportunity is to just focus on this channel and really grow this channel. And I really kind of ask for your help in doing this. I noticed that only a small percentage of people that watch me are actually subscribed. So if you aren't subscribed, please do. I mean, it's very easy. You just press the button. Please share my work. It really, really helps, because that's how it grows. You know, share it on Facebook or send it to your friends or whatever. Also, you can join my membership. And my membership, up until now, it's just been me chatting. But I'm now releasing an album on my membership for members only, and it's just songs. So it's just still songs that I've written, and I'm literally performing them with two microphones, one on my guitar, one on my voice, and just singing the songs. Maybe to a few friends here listening. So they're live, they're not edited, there's nothing. You know, you can buy my albums where there's, you know, I spent a bit of time and got other people to play, but this album is not that. It's literally how it would sound if you came round and had a cup of tea and I played you my song. So if you're interested in that, please join my membership. Also, thank you to all the people that have given me super thanks. Sometimes that's just been such a godsend. I've suddenly was woken up in the morning and, you know, maybe finding life a little bit hard, and then suddenly somebody's put even, you know, $10 or $5 in my account, and it's just makes me think, yeah, there is a point in continuing. There is people that believe in what I'm doing. So please, you know, feel free to keep doing that, because it really helps. And what I want to do now is just grow the channel to a point where I can be focusing on this entirely. I can go to some different locations, I can spend some time in nature, I can get people to help film me or play with me, collaborate. You know, I've got a nice guitar, I've got nice mics, but there's still a lot that I can do. And also just having the time where I'm away from needing to exist, you know, needing to pay for for food and stuff. So if you can help me join my channel, grow my channel by joining my membership, giving super thanks, join my Patreon. My Patreon is, I I do quite a lot of lessons just on how to play either my stuff or in the style, so my personal thinking. So I'm not going, okay, this is how you play bluegrass or whatever. I'm going, this is how I play. I've got all these things. I've learned bluegrass, jazz, and classical, whatever. But when I play, I now it's none of those things. It's just me playing. So I'm talking about that a lot more. So if you're interested in learning to play like me, then that's really good. And some people just join and they tell me they're just on my Patreon because they want to support my channel and they realize how hard it is for musicians today. So if you want to do that, that's really good. And while we're on the subject, you'll notice I'm doing a little bit of partnership with Guitar Tricks. If you join that, even if you just do the free trial for 2 weeks through my code, which you can do through my code, I get a little bit of money from that, and it really, really helps. So if you're thinking of supporting the channel in any of these ways, now is a really good time. Last of all, you could go to my Bandcamp, and there's a few albums there. There's one called Still Dawn, which is some of the kind of music that I've been sharing here, but it's just a little bit more, there's been a little bit work done on the sound and the clarity, and so just some nicer recordings of the same kind of stuff. And you can listen to it, 4 times, and then they ask you for money, and it's not much money. I tell you, it's not like going and buying an LP used to be. So please, have a look at my Bandcamp. There's a few, I think there's 3-4 solo guitar albums, plus there's some with my songs on. So thank you very much. Last but not least, the Mushroom Kingdom. So when my little boy was 7, he drew me a picture, I think for my birthday or something, and it was just covered in mushrooms. All these little mushrooms with faces and arms and things like that. And he called it, this is the Mushroom Kingdom. He actually called it the Mushma Kingdom at the time because he couldn't say mushroom. And in return for his birthday, I painted a big painting of mushrooms, again with eyes and arms and things, which I'll post here in a post quite soon. And then I saw this beautiful tapestry, so I bought this for him. And he has this hanging in his bedroom, the Mushroom Kingdom. And he's actually got a podcast. He's been doing that since he was 10, a podcast which is about mushrooms. So it's called the Noodle Bugs podcast with a Z on the end, Noodle Bugs. I'll put it in the description if I remember afterwards. So anyway, that's just my little catch up. I'm going to record the Mushroom Kingdom Part 2 because I've been playing with those ideas from the Mushroom Kingdom Part 1, and I think it's changed sufficiently to put up another one. So I'll see you soon, and thank you for all your support this year. It's been really incredible journey, and thank you very much. Bye now.